If you're only gonna buy one cologne fragrance, get this. If you don't want to be disappointed by all the hype and influence on fragrances, I'm not going to show you a whole list of hype fragrance. The myth is that fragrance clones suck. They don't last long and they're not the same as the original that they're trying to be. And that could be right, but some fragrances, like the ones on this list, may actually be better than its original or very close to it, and also better in performance. Starting today with Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition, which, by the way, lasts all day. It may not be for you, but I would say this is a great starting point. Start here. If fragrance actually smells like this, Creed Aventus Absolute. It's very strong. It'll last all day. And if I were to buy and use this fragrance out in public at work, I would only spray one time for work because it's that strong. But if you work outside, you can spray it a lot more. But 4 would be the maximum amount of sprays on this. Now the next one I'm going to show you is completely different. It's warm, it's cozy, it's also very expensive smelling but sweet. It's called Liquid Brune, which has a sweet gourmand note in it. Gourmand means a dessert note. It's got a praline and caramelic cream note mixed with cinnamon, making it ultra date night sexy and complement magnet puller on this fragrance. It does have good longevity. It is said to be inspired by Altair. None of these are gonna say that you're 99% exactly the same smell, because this one's sweeter than Altair, but it's actually more mass appealing and more wearable than the Altair, which is Parfums de Marly, $450 versus all these fragrances are $40 or $50 the most. Next up, we have something green, bright, fizzy, like a mojito with patchouli and green notes. It's called Hawas Verde. It's by a company called Rasasi, and they got inspired by another fragrance you might have seen on other websites or platforms called Xerjoff Torino 21. In the department stores in the USA, this Xerjoff Torino 21 is $355 for 100 ml. And this is about $50 or less. Beautiful fragrance, lasting power is good, but again, it might not be for you. It's very bright and fizzy. Oh, hold on a second, my phone's ringing. Yeah. All right, honey. Okay. I will. I'm shooting a video. Yeah. Always take the phone from your wife. Now, where were we? The next fragrance is also dark and mysterious. It is called Oros Pure Leather Gold. It is the #1 fragrance, in my opinion, to replicate the closest smell to a Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad style fragrance. But with this fragrance, again, you got to be careful. If you were to try this, we're moving into more dark territory. Dark woods, vanilla, does last all day, but it's kind of thick. The oud in there is kind of thick. So you might only spray it once to get used to it at first, or twice maximum. Next, I had to buy this bottle. I never owned it before. It's called Xerjoff Naxos, and I found the best clone inspired by fragrance called Reefs Atik. This is a honey tobacco fragrance. It's very, very difficult to replicate this DNA, and I'd love to spray it right now to show you why, and I'll tell you. It has the tobacco note and the vanilla coming out just perfectly well balanced in equanimity. I love that word, equanimity. And the fragrance evolves beautifully. And I just found this one, which I take it and I can spray this fragrance like 7 to 17 times. I'm not even kidding. I've been loving it, and it lasts on my clothes for 24 hours easily. And it's very mass appealing on the first spray. There's no synthetics, and it smells like the tobacco, but it's softened down a little bit. But the opening spray is instantly says yes in my brain. Very well composed, very well mixed, no cheap aroma chemicals. They spent money on this. This is my opinion. And here we have another one that I will say didn't make the cut. I don't like it. If it's supposed to smell like this, in my opinion, it's the opening is very screechy and a little bit harsh, in my opinion. It just doesn't do it. It's like if they're trying to market this as this, it's not working. It could be something else. The next fragrance is something else as well. It's called French Avenue's Vulcan Feu. Feu means fire. It's like the god of fire. It has a mango tropical note that is very upscale, fresh, and lifting. Men and women wear this. Lots and lots of guys bought this during the summertime. Lasts long. It's another fragrance you would like think, would I enjoy that? What kind of scenario am I going to wear it in? By the way, put it in the comments. When do you wear your fragrances the most, and what does it fall in any of these categories? So this is Vulcan Feu. Next we have a brand new Lattafa Assad Elixir. Assad Elixir is a bold fragrance in the vein of Hugo Boss Absolute, the 2024 release, and that means it's a date night fragrance. It lasts 7 hours. The price ratio versus the smell is value dupes club, right? It's not exactly 1-to-1 the Boss, but it's a very nice fragrance for this price of $35 to last the whole 6-7 hours very easily on skin, and that's why I would pick that for date night. The next one is the #1 closest to Imagination, which is a very expensive title. I'm not going to tell you the brand. You could probably figure it out. It's called Marwa. It does have a beautiful tea note in here that shines, mixed with ginger and cinnamon, and longevity and projection are great. And also be known that it does have batch codes printed on the bottom, as all these type of Middle Eastern fragrances do these days. These are the best. And now I want to show you something. Time to open up a box. I haven't ever tried it. Here's the knife, here's the box. It's called French Avenue Extract de Parfum Obsidian. And there's the presentation, and you take it out. Now here's a fragrance that just came out I just got it in January 2025. Looks like this. I've sprayed it a few times, but I haven't really tested it on skin or actually tried it, right? So here we go. They're blastering of a sprayer. Oh, this is very nice. I would say it's very, very wearable fragrance in the family of Kilian's Angel Share. Something more fizzy though. I think they have one called On the Rocks that I'm not familiar with. Nonetheless, wouldn't that look good on your dresser? This is something you would wear. And if I had this fragrance, I would spray this probably 18 times, and I'm not even kidding. Now for you guys that are new, you would spray it 7, and don't mess around. That's how much you have to spray this fragrance to get some results out of that. If you want results in longevity, that style of fragrance needs that many sprays. If you have learned a lot in this video and you're not confused as much on where to begin, I think you should probably click on this video next, because it really is a great one.